If you want to get all A's this semester, this video is for you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Reagan. Today I'm going to be giving you all of my tips and tricks on how to do well in school. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a like if it helps you at all. Whether this is your first semester of college or your last semester, this video will be super helpful for you. Pretty much everyone's semester has already started, but that's okay. Even if you've fallen a little bit behind, you can pick back up, I promise you. Don't let that defeat you. First and most important tip for you is to stay organized. I have a few different things that I use to keep organized and make sure that I get everything done and I get everything done on time. Most important thing, and has contributed to my success in school so much, Notion. I know you've probably heard of it before. I think I've used Notion since like my second semester of school. It has helped me immensely. I usually get my templates from TikTok. TikTok has some really good templates and I like to match it to my fall or my spring semester. This right here was my fall semester Notion. Very organized, very cutesy, matches fall vibes. And I'm going to show you my current one right now, which is actually my favorite one I've ever had, and I'll try and link it in the description so you guys can get it. At the top here I have two links. One is assignments, one is weekly to do, and right underneath that I have my class schedule. In the beginning, the class schedule part is really helpful, but obviously you're going to get used to it and you're going to remember it. It's going to just become like a routine for you. Really important. Underneath that, study schedule. Me personally, if I don't set out specific times to study, I'm just not going to remember to do so. So I take a look at my schedule and I see, okay, I have a 50-minute gap between these two classes. I'm not going to run home between those classes, so I'll probably just go to the library, and that is a perfect time for me to study. Having your class schedule set out beforehand, really helpful because you can see when you have a little bit more time and when you have a little bit less time. I like to fit my studying in between classes so that when I'm all done with classes, I can just go home and relax or do other things that I need to get done. Another tip for you guys, read over your material after the professor goes through it. So right after your class, if you have time, just swiftly look over it. It helps more than you think. I had a professor once that did weekly quizzes on Fridays that were all in the material from that week, and I can't even tell you how helpful it was to have to go through all of that information and retain it and then take the quiz, because when it came time for an exam, I was like, I know this already. Like, I studied this already. That was the light that went off in my head, and I was like, I just need to read over my stuff right after and then I'll be cool. Usually I do study days that I don't have the class. So if my class is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll look over the material Tuesday, Wednesday. Throughout the week, I'm thinking of the material. I can remember it a lot easier that way. As I said at the top, I have assignments and weekly to do. We're gonna start with weekly to do. I don't think I have anything in there this week. This helps me because I do have things that I do other than school. That's what I put in here. Last Wednesday, I had like my laundry on here. I had to email somebody. Like, this is everything, including assignments. Finally, for the assignments portion, which has been the absolute biggest help to me the entire time I've been in college, this right here, this long chart, this is every single assignment and every single quiz, exam, everything I have due for the entire semester. Very first week of classes, I look over every single syllabus and I go one by one and I input every single assignment. I have a little checkbox over here that says I got it done. It has the assignment name, and then next to it, it has the class, so I know which class I'm doing it for, and it's all color-coded and everything. And then here is the due date. Every single day, beginning of your morning, just look at this, see what you have due for the day, you will get it done. Doing the little checkbox is like so satisfying. I have Notion on my laptop, my phone, my iPad, everything. So whenever I need to pull it up and see what I have due, it's right there for me. It is so helpful. This right here is my actual planner. This kind of ties into that things to do section in Notion, but me personally, I like to physically write things down sometimes. This planner right here, I have talked about in one of my videos before, is normally black, but I spilt paint on it, so I just painted the whole thing. This is the Life Mastery Planner. It's incredible. I'm not going to go into too much detail on it because it's just a lot. Like, there's a lot in it. For every single day, I have all of my to-dos. There's even a little time slot, so if you have a specific time you need to get something done, you can put the time in there. It's really easy to just leave this out on my desk and be like, oh yep, did that. Oof, need to still do that. There is like a focus section for each day. So if your focus for this day is to like study for an exam you have coming up, make sure you put that there, and then it'll be like your priority. There's a little gift box too to reward yourself if you do get through that focus, which is fun too. There is a section at the top here that says, what will I do to feel good, which is super important because school can be really stressful and it can be a lot. It's very time consuming. It's very brain consuming. Like, seriously, I have studied or worked for so long on schoolwork that my brain just starts to hurt. It's not even like a headache, like it's my brain that hurts. And so sometimes you have to take a little bit of a break. You have to do things that make you feel good. I have go to the gym, eat healthy, and like, while these are still goals, they are things that make me feel good. And then I'll usually do if I have anything coming up that's exciting. So this week I was going to a show, I'll put that there. Being a student is a lot. So sometimes you just have to pull yourself away from focusing so hard on school and just relax a little bit, take a deep breath, do some meditation, do some yoga, read, read, journal, whatever you like to do something that makes you feel good, because otherwise you will start to dislike school and you don't want to do that. Learning and education is such a privilege, and sometimes we take it for granted because we think, oh my God, it's so difficult. Like, this is so much work. My head hurts. I just have so much to do. I'm stressed out. Sometimes you just have to step away and appreciate it, because yes, it's stressful. Yes, it's hard, but it's something that needs to be done sometimes, you know? My iPad's back here charging because I have class in like an hour and it's dead. It's on 13%. I'm gonna tell you some of the apps that I use. Whether you use pen and paper or an iPad, take notes. I see plenty of kids in my classes that literally don't take a single note during class. They just totally pay attention to the professor and they're like, you know what? That's good for me. Me personally, I have to write things down. The app I use to take my notes is GoodNotes. I know there's some other good ones as well, but this personally is just my favorite because I literally have every class like that I've ever taken on here. I have them all in folders. It's super, super organized. For organic chemistry, as many of you know, you have to take an ACS final, which is a comprehensive final of both semesters. And I had taken organic chemistry 1 like a year and a half before I took organic chemistry 2, but I still had all of my notes in my iPad from it and I could look over those and it helped me so much. Everything stays in here, everything that you need, and it's really, really helpful and very organized. You have everything you need up here: marker, pencil, eraser, highlighter. You can draw shapes, you can insert pictures, or these are my favorite. Hold on. You can put little sticky notes. They're so fun. My iPad is like my baby. Another one, Quizlet. I know you guys have all heard of Quizlet. Making yourself a little quiz before an exam or making yourself like a little matching game of your material can be super, super helpful. For me, a memory thing, I have to like be tested on it. I can't just read over it. You can do pretty much everything on Quizlet and it's really, really helpful. The next thing I'm going to tell you guys about is a app on your phone that helps you focus if you're having a little bit of difficulty just like really locking into your work, because I know sometimes there's so many things around you distracting you. So much is going on in your brain to distract you. And I'm going to put the logo up here because I don't have it on my phone anymore. And that's actually a good thing because I used it when I first got into college, because when I was in high school, I didn't study. I didn't have to study. I thought that's how college was going to be. I was very wrong. I pretty much just figured out how to study and that app helped me a lot, but I'm at the point where I don't need it anymore, which I'm super grateful for because I've learned everything I need to learn and like I found out what works for me and I continue to implement that. So set a timer for how long you want to be focused for, how long you want to study for, or work on your homework, and then your plant will grow depending on how long you focus for. So it's like a little reward seeing your little forest grow, and it's really fun, but it's just like something little that helps you focus a lot. Another thing that helps me a lot with focus are my noise canceling headphones. I don't study or do homework in my house because to me this is like my relaxing space. When you mix your work and your home space together, you're either not able to relax when you're doing your home space things or you're not able to focus when you're doing your homework. So this was something my mom told me a long time ago and it has helped so much for me to focus and just totally separate the two, because like I said, you do sometimes have to step away from it so that you can just breathe. By my kitchen, I have a desk out there, so that is like a work area for me, but in my room, especially in my bed, no studying, no homework, none of that. I have to move somewhere else so I can completely separate the two. Headphones, but these... Hi! For me, because I need to go to a different space, oftentimes I'm at like a coffee shop or I'm at the library and there's just so much going on. Library, let me tell you, not as quiet as you think it would be, okay? There are people all around. There's a Starbucks right in our library, so it's noise all the time. And so to be able to completely focus on my work and not be distracted by all those things around me, some noise canceling headphones. Even if I'm not listening to music, I will just have the noise canceling on. However, when I am listening to music, next tip for you guys, don't listen to Future and Drake and Young Thug. Don't listen to whoever you listen to. Don't do that. I have a playlist that I'm going to link down below that is like specifically study playlist. It's mostly instrumental, so there aren't words distracting you. I found it one day and I was like, oh, this is it, because it just put me in a headspace where I was like, okay, this is what I'm focusing on. It's nice to have a little bit of background noise, but it's calm, it's chill. I don't feel like I need to sing the words because I don't know the words. So yeah, okay, this one is a little hard for me to get used to. A lot of professors make your assignments due on Sunday at 11:59. You're not going to do them on Sunday at 11:59. You're going to get them done before Friday. Having days to yourself are so important. Specifically for me, Saturday and Sunday, I'm not doing any schoolwork. I have work, I have relaxing time, I do YouTube, I have other things to focus on the weekend, and that's not school. Monday through Friday is my school. However, if I have an exam on a Monday, yes, Sunday I'm going to be focused on school. But other than that, if I have assignments due, they're done by Friday at like 5 p.m. That is when I'm clocked out of school, I'm stepping back, I am relaxing, I'm enjoying my weekend, because if you are school every single day, if you are studying every single day, you gotta take a step back, you gotta relax. And I don't have any resentment towards school because, you know, if I get invited somewhere and I'm like, I gotta do this assignment or I have this to do, oh, I got it all done, I got it out of the way, like I'm cool. Something that's helped me really have like the motivation to go to school, getting ready before I leave, putting on a cute little outfit, something comfy. That's why I have like Skims or Aerie outfits that are just like super comfy, super chill, but they're still put together. I will feel put together because look good, feel good, do good. I strongly believe in that, and ever since I started getting up just like 20 minutes earlier for school, instead of just getting up, brushing my teeth, putting my contacts in and walking out the door with my book bag, I take the time in the morning to get dressed, do something with my hair, make breakfast, and then I am just ready for the day. I have set myself up for success. I've set myself up for a good day, and that has helped a lot. Something that I actually saw on like a little motivational page the other day was, if you wake up and you just feel off, like the vibe is bad, you know, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, take control of the day. Open the window, breathe some fresh air, go for a walk outside, journal, have a cup of tea, take control of the day right then and there, because you don't want to let it keep going downhill. We all have those days where we're like, okay, this is not it, you know? You wake up, you're groggy, you're not in a good mood, you stub your toe on your way to the bathroom and you're just like, oh my god, this day sucks. Instead of letting that be your mindset, like, your mindset is so powerful. It controls everything. Grab the day, do what you need to do to make it a little bit better in the morning, and I promise you the rest of it'll be a breeze. I feel like you guys can hear him snoring like he's not. Kind of going along with that last point, and this tip kind of helps that point too. Get everything done the night before, especially if you have an 8 a.m. And we'll get into 8 a.m.s next. Plug all your electronics in, your laptop, your iPad, your phone, your headphones, plug it all in, because nothing is worse than getting to class and being like, oh my god, my iPad has 5%. What am I gonna do? And then you're typing in notes on your phone in your notes app because you forgot to charge your iPad. Setting out an outfit, that really does it for me. And it makes me like excited for the next day too. I'm like, oh my god, this is a cute little fit I put together. I can't wait to put it on and go somewhere tomorrow. For our next tip, if you're not done with school anytime soon and you need to schedule for more classes in the future, take 8 a.m.s. When I first came to college, everybody I knew in college was like, oh my god, don't take an 8 a.m. Like, it's just, you're never gonna make it there on time, blah, 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 blah. And then one semester, I think my sophomore year, I had to, because there was no other option for the class and I had to take the class. It's noon and I'm like, I'm done for the day. Literally, it's noon and I get to go home and do whatever I want. Taking 8 a.m.s has been the best decision of my life, and ever since then, I think every single semester I've had an 8 a.m. because it is so nice to just be done with your classes in the morning. It just feels like I have so much more time to do other things throughout the day, so you get a little bit more done. I feel like that's just like really opposite of what people always told me, but I would suggest 8 a.m.s because they're like my favorite. Plus, if you go to a school that has crappy parking, always a parking spot at 8 a.m. Look at him. How is he comfortable? My next tip, go to your professor's office hours. I used to be so nervous to go to office hours, and now I'm there like every week. I'm like, I need you to explain this to me because I'm not getting it. No matter what YouTube video I watch, none of that. Like, this is just not making sense to me, and they will break it down for you. Your professor's gonna be like, oh yeah, of course. Like, I'm glad you came to me. Really, I want you to understand this stuff. My biochem last semester, I just was not getting some stuff. I went to his office hours like the first time. I was in there for like 3 hours and have never understood a subject better in my life. They will help you. My last tip is gonna be very, very basic. Pay attention in class. Apply yourself in class. Raise your hand in class. Ask questions in class. Participate in class. Nerve-wracking. I know it because I was there once too. You pay for that ish. You pay for you to go to those classes, okay? Take advantage of it. Soak in the knowledge. Do what you can. Pay attention. Don't sit on your phone. Don't play games. Don't do the Wordle of the day. I shouldn't be talking because I do that during class sometimes, but apply yourself, because you're just like giving yourself extra work if you decide like, oh, I'll just go learn this later, you know? Like, you can save yourself from looking up YouTube videos or having to read the book. Like, you can save yourself from all of that. Applying yourself while the lecture is happening, super important, super helpful, and it's just kind of like, you pay for the class, you know, you pay to be here, you want to learn, so why not take advantage of the time that you do have in class, you know? Well, those are going to be all my tips for today. I'm sure I have a million more, but those are kind of just the main points, and I feel like this video will be a little more helpful for people who are just starting college. But look, I am still applying these things, and it is my last semester of college, and some of these things I didn't even learn till like my last semester, my second to last semester before I'm graduating. I didn't even learn until then. So it takes a little bit of time to get used to things, but I am sure these tips can be really helpful for you. This semester, I am manifesting it for all of you. You are going to get all A's. You're going to do wonderful. You're going to have a 4.0 GPA. Like, you are going to smash this effing semester. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button too if you want to see more. I know my content lately has been kind of all over the place, but I'm kind of just trying to figure out my niche here. I really just like making videos of all sorts, but you should still subscribe and like this video if it helped you at all. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.